it's Air Arts. This is my reaction video to the body ritual of the people of the Nigeria, as I'm pronouncing it right, how their culture is different and it depends on their body size of the person. They literally have ceremonies of celebrating the person who kind of had the most ugliest bodies or the body that's more unkempt, which is not unheard of in some cultures, but in this culture it is how they they'll even have rituals or fasts to make thin people gain more weight or make the bigger people lose more weight. It fluctuates throughout the side. You could be one side, but then they want you to be more ugly. Like they depend on their body. They're more spiritual on their body, and then what is they use children, they use women, they use men to live themselves to make them treat themselves like they're a good person and make them feel good about themselves. So, but to my culture is different from everybody else because of people here in America celebrate their own different types of cultures and their own background beliefs. You can practice different. You believe them as your Buddhist, Hindu, Islamic, Confucianism, Christianity. How here it's a free country where it's a variety of ways you can practice your religion through your sacred texts or ancient scrolls or through right there. Just because I practice Christianity, that's what I was raised, and that's how I've grown up as a Christian. How yes, we may celebrate the major holidays and like major holiday go to church, say like on Christmas, Easter, the main holidays mostly Christians would like to show up on, but we also practice different religions if you want to. Yes, we will pray. We could do different fastings to make sure our body, our spiritual journey is good with our inner self or with God in touch. How what people think they don't. Some cultures believe in other gods, only multiple. Well, ours we only have one. You know what I'm saying? We only celebrate, we only practice, we only preach to one particular God. And as outside, we may confuse. If I go to another religion, I don't know what they practice, how they do different fastings each year, each month. They pray at this time, they go to this temple, they may have or this particular statue. But with me, see, to me, that would be more confusing. How that an outsider would be confused of how to practice my culture, as I was saying. And the ritual, it changed throughout history. Most people sacrifice different things please to please one particular group, one particular god, like having different ceremonies to bring in good crops for the year, bring in good health, centering their body to understand what they are willing to take, and how they do one particular ingredient to help them make them feel I'm gonna have good health this year. I will do this to that, get their mind, body, and soul centered and spiritual throughout it. But different cultures have their own little ritual they do to praise their God they want to do, have a sacrifice, or how some will do spiritual to have good luck, like I said, some for good health. They may particularly one person's body as the beauty standard of their culture to make them feel they're doing something right, and we have no right to judge others who want to do that type of career change. And my final evaluation of how everything is, it could be beneficial because everybody gets to learn what culture they want to practice and preach, and they can do their own research to study of how they want to go in this type of religion. But also, people would think it's a bad idea because people are sacrificing people just to please something that they don't know, see, or feel. Like it's inhumane if you give away a whole body to somebody else, and that's not right. You're doing different types of medicine and you're injecting it to that proper person, or you explaining them how to make sure they feel good and they pleases the God they want to preach. And by doing this, they can help us learn how to, because history is doomed to repeat itself. We do something right one day, and the next 10, 20 years, they could go back to say, we did something wrong. So I think it can also be a good or bad thing to explore and appreciate the different cultures and do our own personal background research, get to know the people who actually been in that culture, who study that culture and know what to do. So by communicating with different people, that's why we have social media now. As the world is all connected to understand this person may do this person may do that, but it also sharing information, sharing the language, the culture, and the background heritage of everything that is going on with that particular culture. That's why it's important for us to communicate, travel, going out of town, go out of the country to understand and to learn and to be focused and understand everybody's different ways and backgrounds into it. And that is my whole reaction of this thing, of the whole situation about the rituals and everything else. Thank you.